Across Kansas are all working to try and get ahead of the ice and snow before this weekend's winter storm hits the state. Many expect the ice and snow to cause some problems for travelers. 12 News reporter Cale Chapman joins us after talking with several cities on how they're addressing the weather. Cale?
Rachel, roads are clear right now, but with that winter weather headed in this weekend, it looks like that could change over the next couple of days. I sat down with the Garden City and Great Bend Public Works departments to talk about what they're doing to get ahead of the weather. They tell me they're watching this forecast very closely.
Hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
With winter weather looking to make its way through Kansas, cities across the state are preparing for whatever comes their way.
Whenever these events come in, we get very, very busy in ensuring that our equipment's up to specs and that we have the proper amount of salt and sand, making sure that our brine is being made.
We'll be putting down the liquid de-icer, the brine material, to help stop the freezing of any freezing rain or anything like that to the asphalt. And then we'll monitor that, and if we do have any snow accumulation, we have all of our snow plows and sand trucks ready to go.
Sean Stewart with AAA says the majority of their roadside assistance calls each year come during winter weather. He says if you have to be out in the elements, it's important to be prepared.
We recommend always having a winter emergency kit in your vehicle. Pack things that will help you stay safe and warm until help can arrive. Especially make sure that you have your phone, a charger, pack a blanket or a sleeping bag, some extra warm winter clothes, coats, gloves, hats.
And the biggest piece of advice from everyone, if the weather near you gets dangerous, just stay inside.
Well, I think the best thing to do ahead of time is go buy what you need before the storm gets here and then stay home.
If the weather that's coming in actually hits us, I'd advise just go ahead and stay in home.
Again, if the weather near your area starts to get dangerous, roads start to get slick, you are urged to stay home and stay safe. Rachel?
Cale, thank you. Preparations for this weekend's winter storm were underway here in Wichita. The city says it'll be responsible for 1,500 miles of emergency routes, but will pay special attention to major roads near hospitals, emergency facilities, and public schools. The city says it's stocked up on salt, but KDOT says because of the rain that's expected to fall before the snow, it will not be pre-treating the roads ahead of time. 12 News did speak with some people here in Wichita about their thoughts on the first winter storm this season.
As long as people can be safe and careful as they spend time in the winter wonderland, so to speak, I think it's all good.
If worst comes to worst, I'll be in the house with family, hanging out with family, play games. Just the snow, if we get snowed in, it's all about families.
The city has an online program where you can track snow plows to see their progress. You can find a link to that on our website and also our 12 News app. In Salina, recent maps show a potential of up to 12 inches of snow, and the Kansas Highway Patrol says the best thing you can do is be weather aware. KHP encouraging drivers to have their vehicles ready for winter conditions and stock up on supplies. If you do have to travel, leave in advance or delay their plans. A traveler we spoke to says that they're leaving early to beat the storm.
The most important thing is getting the advanced weather and keeping on top of it in case it changes. And then also, having enough gas. Don't let the gas run down, and having emergency stuff. If we had to stay in the car, we could.
KHP says to call star 47 if you or you see someone else who's been broken down, their car broke down, and to make sure that you wear your seatbelt at all times. If you'll be staying indoors this weekend, make sure that your house is prepared. So make sure to stock up on salt and de-icer and have a shovel handy. If you use a space heater, make sure that you do have a safety switch on it to cut down on the chance that you start a fire. Heated tape is also important. Our sister station KCTV talked to the owner of a hardware store who says it's great for making sure pipes don't freeze up and bust.
I usually wrap the pipes, whatever's exposed to the cold, down in your basement or closer to the wall. A lot of people's like mud rooms maybe have water pipes, and it's going to get really cold in that area because usually that's closed off to heat. So if you can put, pipe insulation around or heat tape, something like that, your faucets, your outside faucets, put the thermos covers over those, that'll do you a lot of good.